Email registry staff regardless of their size, the amount, and they showed their screen yesterday. Let us come our hands together for ourselves. One to people. At Ikaraba, it was wonderful. In Nigeria, it was great. So wonderfully well. What appreciate the register and secretary to the council for this innovation. The chairman later organized and the team. And all those for keening to this vision. It is wonderful. This is my first time of experiencing such ever since I joined University of Lagos. When you hear a registry, it has never happened before. But it's happening during our time. Let us jam our hands together for ourselves. Jam your hands together again. Yeah. Just give her a standing position and a sir. Second to council. You turn application for what we get to and turn out for two. Then ask guys. Ask guys. Wow, thank you so much. Madam Registrar, I saw the application to send on the platform yesterday. After reading through the application, I looked and looked again. I was looking at the picture of the application. After reading the application, I was not gazing at the picture. I looked the first time. I looked the second time because several of them when you see it made a difference yesterday. And she had application. We are really appreciating for what you have done. But wonderful. I am quite sure towards that evening time after the work, if they are selling paracetamol for 500 some of us will buy because of the work. But the journey continues today. After our brief discussion, we are going to have the educational activities. The sports, those who want to play football, and do some other activities. You are all welcome to today's activities. Shortly, we shall start seeing the regular here. The regular here shall kickstart our program. Yes, the program of event for today's activities. Right. For today's activities. Before I will represent the point of dignity on the eye, we shall all rise for the national anthem, then take UNILAG anthem. Then I will introduce this on the eye table. Shall we please rise as we sing the national anthem?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland.
UNILAG anthem. Thank you very much. Let us. As I said earlier, I hardly welcome us to the two of our Maiden UNILAG Registry. Let us get it down. Our registry is dead, and she's no longer making any one of us for the registry staff. He is the President Council of the University of Lagos. He is no other person than Mrs. V. Abosede. A right for her. You are not looking for the. If you want to celebrate, thank you very much. I know what the register can do. She can speak on level 3 and promote to level 5. No. No. I'm speaking mine because consultant of records, we know we do things. And I already tell my come now. Beside that is the chairperson of the planning committee, the director of training and development in the University of Lagos. It's no other person that Mrs. Aderunke Achiwachu. I call her Mama with action. You are doing. As I came in, she displayed one action. I said, yes. I passed the action. Mommy, you are right, man. Thank you for tuning into the vision of the register. And I want to also appreciate every one of us here for tuning into that vision. Perhaps a man's scholar's work was a wonderful experience for all of us. Like him is the vice chairman of the planning committee, Mr. Kaudi Omotutu. Tell him cool money. Cool. I can see Mr. Kaudi on the room. Just call him cool money. Don't be surprised. You can just get like 2K. Okay. I'm calling him cool money. I know that something will come soon. So once we've just called him cool money, something will drop. Thank you very much for coming. We move to the next thing on our agenda, which is the welcome remark. Okay, which is the welcome remark. This will be taken by the chairperson planning committee, Mrs. Aderunke Ashibaju. A round of applause for Mama.
Greatest Akokite. Greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest Akokite. Let's start with a protocol. I want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor in absentia, and then I want to appreciate the Deputy Vice Chancellors, acknowledge them even when they're not here. Then our host, the visionary of this week, our own registrar, our boss, number one among the administrators, Mrs. Victoria Abosede Wycliffe. So by immediate right, we have University Bossa, the one that directs and manages all financial matters. If you make noise there, she can stop your salary. Mrs. Olola Adekunle. I'm also acknowledging the presence of the Vice Chairman, Mr. Otutu, the members of the committee stand up for recognition. I also appreciate our partners in this program, United Capital and UBA PLC. How did we get here? When we started the planning, I mentioned that we would have literacy seminar because it's a problem that I've been having in the staff training session. Whenever we call our colleagues for training, when we ask them to mention challenges, they will say, how much are we paid? And we are being paid a lot, but the inflationary trends has made our salary to be of little value. Then I tell them we're also drawing from the same income. It's not about how much you are given, but how you manage it or budgeting. So it became a problem, a recurrent problem. So I would address. Then at one point, I called the financial institution to come and give address on how to have multiple sources of income, how to also make their money work for them. So we started, and that particular training came very early. That aspect came very early. So there was no challenge of how much are we paid. So I now said, if that worked for my training, let's share it, the registry and the whole university, so that we can all become financially literate. At a point, when I mentioned it at the committee level, one of the members said, it's for those who are going to retire soon. I said, no, you don't wait, you're about to retire. It might be too late for you. So, because if you fail to plan, that means you are planned to fail. And now, when we were looking for sponsors, we got UBA. They were willing to help us, and they are one of our corporate sponsors. So another organization that had helped me before, we called them, said, we will come and talk, but we won't fund. I said, no. Then a subsidiary of owned by the same person as Elumelu would also come in. That's how we got to the United Capital. And why is it important that we learn? I'm talking about learning as a trainer, where learning is acquisition of new skills, new knowledge, and character. I'm also using the word learn today as listen, explore, analyze, reflect, and nurture, so that we can sit in our office, cross our legs, and our money will be working for us. We can plan our retirement, we can plan projects, and then another of it is that UBA has a lot of loans. So we want to hear about their products, and that's why we are here. So please sit down, take good notes, interact at the appropriate time with the teams that are here. But because of our limited time, because we'll live here and also be going to sports center for the sports day and medical outreach, we have told them they can come there because not all questions can be taken here. So when we see them there, let's ask about the questions. You can see I'm boasting of the university logo. At the same time, I'm in red here. I'm not in red in the bank, but I'm wearing red to share my loyalty with UBA and United Capital. And I can boast there that I'm about the oldest UBA customer here. Because when I came into UNILAG in 1981 direct entry, they were my bankers, and they've always been. So thank you very much. So please listen, sit down and take advantage of this meeting. And we're already dreaming ahead of now. We're looking at next year that will be bigger and better. So thank you very much. MC. MC.
Another round of applause for Mrs. Akiwaju. While she was giving a welcome remark, the university boss came in, and my phone, I thought it was an alert. But it was not an alert. It was just a message to tell me something is coming up shortly after the sport activities. For us who are sports, men and women, there will be a football match. When we get to pitch, we understand how the game will look like. If we Manchester and Arsenal, as the case may be, we shall know. Let's take this now. You are welcome. She's no longer a new person to us in the university environment. Our boss and Mrs. Oluwafunmilola Yetunde Adekele FC. Join your hands together for her. Thank you very much, man. I go to my body. This is better than who's in the world. But I need to look back to the security conscious. All right, thank you so much. Shall be discussing financial literacy. We also update ourselves on things that has to do with finance. And as I'm aware, the university professor is here, who is in charge of the financial matters in the university. I want to recognize the program to at least one or two things concerning finance. Probably after our discussion, our salary will be automatically. I know what the professor can do too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. I didn't know we have so many staff in registry. It's nice to see everybody together in one place. We know you are the engine of the university. You are our employers, so we know you are so many. But it's good to see you together in one place, and it's a very good initiative. And I hope that you continue to support this initiative as long as it will last, because it brings us together. It helps us to celebrate ourselves. We unwind, we have fun, and well, we know you are following the person way no road, so we are supporting you. It's good that you are following. Thank you. I don't have anything to say about financial literacy. Me too, I'm here to listen to what they have to tell us. It is not about the university's money, it's about our individual monies. And those are the ones that are difficult to bring out to save, because Elola Angba. Is that not the Elola Angba? So that when they tell us what we can do with the little we get, then we all know that we're on our path to wealth. I hope that we will listen and we'll take everything we can from this place. Madam Registrar, I congratulate you on this feat. And I know many more to come, and we'll keep progressing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Beta, for that. It's also here to join us and listen, because knowledge is a continuous process. Thank you very much, ma'am. I want to recognize the president of the University Librarian, Professor. Sorry, sir. Working on the ITB is Mr. Oluwemi Timiya Gabriel. Timiya Gabriel. Rest in peace. He is the director, Ministry of Digital Financial Services. Please let us jam a hand together for him. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. I welcome to the ITB now, to the podium, rather, the Registrar and Secretary to the Council, our mommy, Mrs. Abotedi, Nikki. A man with many children, children. Please, how is the very best case?
Good morning, everybody. It is so good to witness today this event that we slated for today, but the program started yesterday. I want to start by appreciating every single one of you for the massive turnout that we had yesterday. I want to thank you again. I want to thank you again for your support. And I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. And I appreciate every one of you. And for me, this turnout, this support is a reflection of how you also carry out your duties. It shows that you have embraced the spirit of excellence, you have embraced the spirit of professionalism, and that together we are working as a team. And, this is sending, the message across, even outside the university, that the University of Lagos Registry is ready to stand, that the future is now. We're not about to be left behind. We are ready for whatever is coming, because we are proactive, we are committed, and we are professionals. Thank you all. Having said that, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this event and to address you today. I don't know much about finance, to be honest, in the professional sense of it, but I have a little knowledge in, budgeting for the house, right from when our student days, saying this money is for course material, this is for lunch, this is for, my shoes, my clothes. That is all I know. And so this is an avenue for all of us, including me, to learn because the title is financial literacy, for us to learn, to relearn, to unlearn what financial literacy, what the kind of impact that finance has on us and how better we can have a better understanding with the little that we have. Like the boss has said, is like, how much are we being paid? But no matter how little, a forest actually started from a seed. So no matter how little we're getting, there's always something that can be pulled out of the little that will grow. So I'm looking forward to hearing how the United Capital, the director, heads retail, and will address us and open up our minds to the possibilities. This morning I was at the bank and I saw an advert out helping this tired man to stop paying rent and own a dream home. And it came to my mind that how is this bank going to help me? How will I get a dream home of 200 million, 500 million on my salary? So this lecture is actually very apt. I want to know how I can, because they said, I asked questions and they said, whatever amount you have, madam, even if it's small money, even if it's savings account, there's always something that we can help you to do. Just come and talk to us. So I encourage all of us, let us listen. Don't think that what we have is too small. And I believe that we have professionals here, a whole director of United Capital and Investment Company. Am I correct, sir? An investment company, United Capital, with vast experience. And I believe that we'll learn and go home with something. Thank you, colleagues.
Thank you very much, Madam Registrar, for that opening remark also. Please let us be very attentive. The facilitator is here with us here. I'll welcome to the program now, sir, Mr. Oluremi Tinuola Gabriel. Let us jam our hands together for him. He's going to start in this 4 minutes. You are welcome. Let us be very, very attentive, because anything that has to do with money is to every one of us here. Thank you, sir.
All right. Right. Greatest apocalypse. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having us. Thank you, Madam Registrar. Thank you, Madam Bosa, and thank you, Madam Maderonke, for your persistence and insistence. My name is Oluremi Tinuola. Is my last name. I'm here with my colleagues. Emmanuel is there, is the manager with retail at United Capital. Adibayo is here, is the manager with Lagos Asset Management. We have a number of my other colleagues. I can see Esther and a few others. And we are happy to be here. As much as possible, I need you to stay with me. Each time I have opportunity to talk like this, I like to make it as real as possible. So with me, this is the time to just give me the next couple of minutes to go through this session, and then if time permits, we're also going to take questions. Is that okay, ma'am? All right, thank you very much. And so the slides, I hope there will be one close to each one of us so that can all see. Are we good? Thank you. It might be time to also put your phones on silence. Thank you. And if you use some of those phones that even when they're on silence, they are still loud, just remove the battery. After we can take it. All right, so let's go. I want to start with this statement by Jeff Bezos, and it's interesting how he puts it. And I think it resonates with all of us here, including myself, because I'm also on salary in my office. And what did he say? He said, nobody gets rich with salary alone. Nobody. Same way, nobody gets rich doing business alone. Your income is never your wealth. All right. So the balance you see in your account is not your wealth because it might be for someone else. You know the Yorubas, I'm Yoruba, so it's just stay with me. Yoruba is my money and someone else's money. Ah, that's your life. Ah, yeah. All right. Let's share. Happy. It's I at the last line. What did I write there? Say your net worth is the total value of your assets minus your liability. And that might now look like, well, I'm in an academic environment, so asset and manage and liability sound very familiar, especially I'm sure you know made that statement and boss has already given on our heads, already this defining assets and defining our liability and all of that. And by the way, Mr. I mean, if you go for election, you know, this is so let's see. Because I think the one of that the next slide, so let's define those two words, assets and liability. And what I would do, like I said, I like to make it real. I would do of academic or professional definition, and I will now do a simple one that all of us can go can remember anytime. All right, let's go. Go past them on. Bros, that slide is not moving. All right. So basically what I try to do is to define looking for academic and professional definitions and as economics, as accountants, their definition of assets and liability, and then a simple definition that we can all understand and easily work with, even if you are, what's the word now? Even if you are just someone on the street that's just doing your business. Okay. I hope you don't mind if I start to take it from here, if the slide refuses to move. Okay, thank you very much. So it's too small. Let's just say what I'll just read from here. So according to economics, right? It said an asset is anything that has economic value and can be converted to cash or used to generate. That makes sense, right? But can I tell you the one that I think everyone can understand? Anything that puts money in your pocket is an asset. That definition might not agree with some of our accounting and economic definitions. They might not. But there are some things that by the time we go into it, we have been classified as assets. But in reality, those of common sense, school of common sense, is really a liability. And it said, for accountants, it said liability is referred to as obligation of an entity to transfer an economic result because of past events. But let's use the simple definition of liability. Anything that takes money. All right, I got that from Robert Kiyosaki a long time ago, which that word that I'm sure some of us know that book. And so he said that, so let's go with this simple definition. Anything that puts money in your pocket is an asset. And anything that puts money out of your pocket is a liability. It does not matter what you think or what you read in school. I'm sorry. I know I'm in flag, but let's go to the streets. All right? Anything that puts money in your pocket is risks. Anything that puts money out of your pocket is risks. All right, so I will do that by showing us some examples and let us agree together whether we agree with you or not. So, POS business and I bought a POS to do my business, is that an asset or liability? I'm any asset, I'm any liability. Okay. So I a machine is without POS, just on front of business. POS business is a liability. Please, put money in your pocket, money out of your pocket. As the owner of the business sitting in your shop, in your supermarket, under the tree canopy, that place, put money in your pocket, not, or put money out of your pocket, not. So that makes it I want to understand. All right, I want to buy Brazilian oil. So that's the kind. Imported. Also 7.5. When I wear it, some asset or liability. I like the when I like the now it's not key I use, so one house, yes, one house, one house, one house, one house, one house, yes, thank you. I like the I said the reason, and I don't know how to this is. Said the reason why women have no dates. You get some time, you get to carry on the head is the size of the plate plant. Stay with me. The power for family. You to go out and come in comfortable. Asset or liability. Are you agreed on that? All right. So I built a house. I built a house that my family in for me, my wife, and children. With anything to landlord to do. I'm sure one house, one house. Registrar companies. It's now you get my career. All right, let me see, and I'm sure we have some landlords there. All right, and I've done my analysis not just in Lagos. I've gone to the state. I've gone to Osun State. I've gone on the mainland and on the island. No city, and I can hit you on this. Nobody in Nigeria too. I've not done it in Dubai or America. Can buy a land, build a house, build it out for rent, and break even in 10 years. And within these 10 years, we have about 30% of the cost of the building maintenance. All right. And the value of the cost continue to, and if God now help you, now have some tenants are terrible. You now have a tenant that destroys everything and clears the land and the caretaker for every leakage, for every breath in the house. And so, I'm not even talking for rent again. I'm not talking you put that out and we are living in it. So every now and then you are paying something on maintenance. The roof is leaking, you want to replace it, firstly, so you put money in your pocket or take it out of your pocket. So again, the house that you are living as my family, asset or liability. Are we agree on that? Fantastic. And then so this slide that so you can actually look at it. Just pick a few things. That's why I cannot forget. So my mom is from Ijebu. So we like Owambe. So after the no, it's good to you get to go through this. Buy actually you go and do Owambe. After liability. So as your teacher from the material, you are then buying. That is are we agreed? Fantastic. However, if you build a house, it means build a house and you are using for Airbnb and you're breaking even, then it can become an asset. Or and are you interested or both? And it's putting money in your pockets. So are we good? You understand that? That quickly without understanding, it's like this. Without we are moved away from the official and scientific or academic definition of these terms. We are now talking on reality on the streets. All right. So there, there's something we call fictitious asset, right? Some of these things you might not even need to value to it. All right. But they have seen that in the end there are some values to this. And they call it assets. But in reality, if I cannot account for how much is in my pocket, if I can see how much is taken out of my pocket is a liability. So let's stay with that definition. All right. So let's move on. What do you need to know about being financially free, about financial literacy? Simple points to know. Please, if you forget everything I've said today, please don't forget this point. Number one is to start early. Start early. And it's never late to start. Warren, one-time richest man in the world, made the statement, he said he bought his first shares at age 11. Age 11, but he was not a billionaire in class until about age 56. But that's one of the things I learned from this man. The house he built in the 60s is still the house he's living today. As a matter of fact, most millionaires and billionaires, they really don't show much. But I just make small cash. You see all the bling bling, you buy all the body, make all the noise. Sometimes those things are right. The empty vessels make the loudest noise. That's something they don't want you to know you have it. But too much so they think they have it. But in the end, it's not early. And if you have not started, you should start. Very important. All right? Because you begin to build it up. Number two, beyond starting early is consistency. Someone say consistency. So consistency. Consistency. It's an habit. See, if you do not have the habit of saving when your salary is 10,000, by the time you start earning 1 million, you won't save. Because when the money tells you what to buy, you are not in charge. If you are not in charge of money, if you are being ruled by money, money will always tell you what to spend it on. Well, I usually give this example. When in the year 2000, I was 7. I was serving in a financial institution, and throughout my service here, I didn't touch my alawi. I was okay with salary, with the, it's not even salary, what do you call it? Yeah, yeah, that they were giving me where I was working. After the service here, I was converted to a full staff. My salary increased. Guess what? By the second one, that money was no longer enough for me. Because you don't have an idea. And then the things that I was not spending money on, I started spending money on them. Needs versus wants. There are so many things we want that we don't even need. But let me move on because of time. Number 3, this is the point. Please, let's read it together. Who I want that to sink in. There are so many things we buy that we don't need. I'll give you an example. It's a gist, but it makes a whole lot of sense. A guy came in one day with crutches. No, you understand? The house, and his friend looked at him and said, "Why? You got accident?" He said, "No." "Are you planning to have accident?" He said, "No." You crutches. I said they told him that if he does not, it will be expensive next week. Some people can sell to Eskimos. They just make you feel like, oh man, you don't buy it. But the question you ask yourself, like, do I need it? I know in this environment, and I apologize in advance if you this happen, if you need to just say, people come and sell things to us, and even when you tell them that, don't worry, don't worry, they need this, the biggest will pay for me. What should their monitors will get news? I want that. So, you from the money you don't have, you are in the future. You are waiting the future before it arrives. So if you look at it, ask yourself, do I need it? Will I need it? If you answer to no, then let it go. Once you let it go. Sometimes you like it, but you will discover that if for whatever reason you are not to get money and you let it go, you will still be alive as if nothing happened. Let it go, let it go. If you have to invest, then the return on the investment will be higher than the cost of your borrowing. It is not, it is not important. It does not make sense to borrow. I've heard of people borrowing to do wedding, people borrow to parties, people borrow to buy and buy clothes, people borrow to buy makeup and Indian. Never any, if you ever for consumption, you are going into the future. That's what it is. As simple as it sounds. Never to consume, only borrow to invest. With assurance that the return of your investment will pay your cost of the borrowing and give you return on it. Let me tell you, for those who do any form of sales, please understand this. Your sales, your is not profitable. So that's why I said, when you look at your bank account, if you are seeing your bank account is not your net worth. It's not how much you are worth. It's until you remove the cost of production. You have money in your account, you have done a business that cost you 10,000 naira, and then you are seeing your account, in your account 15,000 naira. You are not 1,000 rich. You have to remove the costs, including paying yourself because you work. The people in charge of the budget will explain that better to you. Consistency, I talked about that already. So please be consistent. In the beginning, you form your habits. In the end, your habit comes to you, either for good or for bad. Form a good habit. Do not procrastinate. Sometimes I will do it. In fact, next month like this, I'm starting. In fact, next month, and you have been saying that for about a year. Do not procrastinate. It starts now. Discipline. Discipline is also discipline. Be disciplined. Be disciplined. Discipline is what keeps Warren Buffett in that he book in the 60s. Even though he was one time richest man in the world, he had all the money to buy it. But sometimes you just ask yourself, to what end? And many times it's because of people, I'm sure you know. So the problems we get to is because of people. As soon as you can take out what people will see, we are all in the better spaces. All of us. Delay gratification. Someone said delay gratification. If I have to delay my reward because there is a better return, please do it. All right, let me ask you this question. And I want us to just echo it. I want to choose one of two. Are we together? Right. Two choices. I want to give you 1 million naira now. I'll give you 10 to do. And over the next 30 days, I will double it. Which one will you go for? 1 million naira. 30 days, not 1 year. I give you yeah, or I give you 10 kobo. But every day I will double it just for 30 days. Why? That's 1 million now. You rather take 1 million now and go and invest it or do business with it. But how many of us want 10 kobo? Some of us don't want anything. So a lot of people is that not like in case and I intentionally love that. If you have taken 1 million instead of 10 kobo, you will have lost 9 million in the next 30 days. Because giving you 10 kobo today and multiplying it every other day will land you at 50 million in the next 30 days. It does not make sense. As a matter of fact, it will not make sense until after the 20th day. That's when the value of your 10 kobo consistently double every day makes sense. It's called delayed gratification. So why take it now when we can take better later? Next slide, please. All right. Please let's move forward. And I'm sure I actually had to bring this because this happened to me. I was in one of the business center in this some time ago. A number of so I was in one of the business centers in Unilag. And when I spent there, I can still remember roughly 15 minutes. I saw about 2 or 3 people came to collect a job. You know, it's a job. Yeah. Those people are diligent. They are not the graduates. They are diligent and they are detailed in their accounts. I was looking at what they are doing as I was registering it. In our own book, was registering in the first person she was collecting about 40 of them came. And what do you think this will make us do? Discipline and consistency. So if you think you cannot prevent, think you have not done it, you have actually done it. You just only need to know how to improve the return on your investment. I'm telling you this so that you know what we are talking about is not something foreign. It's something we are all used to. I've seen that just since I was a little child. Doing and I'm still doing it. Thank God they say, I like your showman. Thank God we are close to showman. You understand that movie is correct. Like this man like that I put in showman. But sometimes they give you numbers, they already know how much your number will be. Either are doing weekly or monthly. And they take their own because they are working. All right, so let's go on. So we just want to take this further beyond contribution because when you do a job, I'm sorry, when you do a job, they help you to be disciplined, they help you to be consistent. But it's just that the money that you collect it in bulk, but might just not have grown, right? But what they have done is fantastic. Can someone digitize that process and ensure that the job man also get rewarded and invest money whenever they speak. All right. It's that financial freedom. You want to be financially free. Number one, you need to understand the basics of earning, saving, spending, and investing. You have to tell you that your savings is not your investment. So one thing that when you get your salary, you get income from work. That is your earning. From your salary or from your income or whatever it is, you save. Someone save. You must be disciplined for you to go to investment. So if you are not disciplined, it will be difficult for you to invest. I want to say that how much is the money, sir? I want me to say. All right? So you now invest. When your savings you invest, and then a time, the return on your investment becomes your work. So you move from working or income salary to saving, from saving to investment, and your investment grows what we call the return on investment. You need to understand what I do speak today. There are a lot of tools. Unfortunately, many of us have put our hand in wrong things. CBEX, MMM. So if there's things that maybe that's when some people can't just believe that there's no money in Nigeria. Let's work out of Nigeria is 1 trillion naira. Yes, I'm not talking about what they do. what was lost and that was not recovered is million naira. Yeah, unfortunately. And so we see in some when you see when you see something that looks too good to be true, it's probably not true. There is no, and that is why you need to understand the truth. If someone says that bring money and in 30 days I'll give 100%, the question you ask is that are you investing that money on to give you the 100% you are giving me and your own profit? It does not exist. It does not. So what they are doing, they are only just wasting people to pay for. And ironically, register some people that have done this, they know. Because when you know that, you think and they say, before you crash, I've like collected my money. And that is the thing these guys are people on. It's not to crash. But before crash, we even need to church to pray that God let it not crash on my head. I see the person that is going to crash on his head is a sinner. It is wickedness. That is why, and if you are a leader, go and study the history of MMM. The same thing they have done after Nigeria, they replicated in Nigeria, the same template they work. So that today, if I see that by still listen, today, some people see money. This wickedness. You need to understand the basic thing about planning. Since planning and being there's nothing more dangerous than lying to yourself. You know what you are worth, you know this is your money. What you want to spend, what you want to buy is more than your income. Unless you want to steal or go to this digital, I'm sorry, all these digital banks to collect loan. By the time they run after you, send your picture to all your easy, right? Please next slide. All right. So I've talked about this. Your income, save, you invest, and then you get a return on investment. Next slide. This is important for us to also know. We're emphasizing that because you are saying I'm investing, your investment, what it does is, let me just explain to you. So if you have a bank account now, and I can talk to you because I've been in commercial bank for 24 years before I moved to investment bank. So if you have this account and you do not withdraw more than 3 times in a month, you're entitled to take 7.5% to 8.5%. If you don't interest, so if you have an account and you've not withdrawn 3 times in that month, and you don't get interest on the balance, you can go to your bank and sue them. That's the truth. All right. If you have a current account, no returns. That's the rule. All right. In fact, we will charge you 60 for the next time you withdraw. Right? However, that same money, there is a market where money is traded. It's called money market. That sitting balance in your bank account, you just put it in the money market. On the average, that's 8%. Will give you on the average between 17 to 22%, depending on the market forces, for the lowest return. So question is that why leave your money idle in the bank account where you can simply put the money market and let your money work for you? That's why someone saying if you cannot make money while you are asleep, you might end up working throughout your life. So the secret of this return is getting your money, and it's your money now. All right. Let me tell you what happens is that I'm trying not to say what is the reality. So most of us commercial banks, banks don't have money. It's your money. So it's money from the surplus and give it to the deficit. That's all we do. So part of what we do, how we make money is I will take your money and go and invest it. So they come to me to invest your money. I give them the return. And then out of the 20%, 19% that I give them, they give you 8%. The difference is maintained. When you go to bank, they give you a fee now. God bless you. When you go to the environment, you see people else, they smile at you. All of they are on salary. They don't have to pay for them. Let's go on. Let's go on. As I begin to round up so that can give room for So, like I said, what you need to invest, number one, is to prepare for retirement. See, from the day you receive your letter of employment, just know that your retirement is now one day short. It's a matter of time. Everybody will retire. It's individual. So you need to have that mind plan for it because it will, it's just a matter of time. All right. Number two, multiple streams of income. So you can see money somewhere, where that money will not be generating money for you. Why not? Will become additional source of income. And if you can calculate how many years ahead do I have, and just you have to do 20,000. And as God starts to answer a prayer, you can start to put down 10,000 every month, 50 to 100. You can go at your pace. But what's more important is be consistent. Be consistent. And so by the time you need it, it's there for you as fallback. Inflation is something it will always happen. All right. Whether you ask for it or not, whether you pay for it or not, it will happen. It's our reality. System of the world is never designed to give you what you deserve. Just understand that. System of the world is designed to give what you are able to work for. All right. I always tell when I'm in an, well, these are not, you guys are not students, but sometimes when you do so much with students, start thinking as students. No, that's why I also say in brokers are pockets. We are here together. But one thing I've noticed that when we are in school, those who take this class, you don't take the society, not pass school. Have you not noticed? And the reason is not far-fetched. What you need to put class is not what you need to put society. Some of our third class students, they were very first class, I'm sorry. But that's the reality of life. And that is the people of the world works. So you can't be fighting, say they should know. It's a system. All right? Instead of swimming against the tide, just understand the tide, the way it's moving, and flow with it and get the best out of that situation. You understand what I'm saying? It's a system, and we are all into it. And of course, you need to do well and achieve your financial. Every one of us have our own financial goals, dreams, what we want to do going to the future. And that's why it's important for you to invest. Next slide, please. I talked about this. You know your income. Get everything. And you can put something aside for miscellaneous. What does that mean? If someone comes to you, when you have exhausted your 10,000 naira budget as giveaway, I'm sure you are going to have. You understand that much of the problem was because of people. But sometimes these people you are even trying to employ, they don't even care about you. Because 2 consecutive months, if you don't give them, they move on. Right? I like the way, I'm sorry, because I'm a Christian. I like the way one man of God said, you are no El Shaddai. Like anyone else Shaddai. Eh? Everyone that tries to become El Shaddai. If you don't want to die, don't do God has allowed you to do and do it as much as you can and move on. Next slide, please. All right. Telling you that you can start as little, you can plan with whatever you are. You can start from where you are. Don't the mirage or the deceit we tell ourselves is that if I can only earn more, I'll be able to save. But like I told you, is discipline. If you don't save when you have little, when you go, you'll never go. And I've shown you my own example. I learned that very early, and I'm grateful to God. If you cannot save when you have little income, even when your income becomes like that, you can't. You won't be able because it's not part of you. Next slide, please. All right. So in trying to close up now, these are things you just need to understand. Cash flow. Abusa is not here. You need to understand basic things around you. And it's not about being a chartered accountant. It's just about simple getting. Just putting the right things in right places. Control your expense. I think I've talked about most of these things. and just be this manage your account. Let's go on next slide. Let's go on. Let's go on. Okay, so in managing your risk, you need to diversify asset management, emergency fund. I've told you before that's only just put aside for emergency. You understand when it happens. But some of the things we qualify as an emergency, you are looking at it from that person point anyway. But just plan yourself as much as possible. Be disciplined. If you need accountability partner, you do. If you are the spender as a man, then put the money in the care of your wife, who is the saver. And if you are the spender as a woman, let your husband be in charge of the money because he's the saver. If you are in trouble. I'm telling you, I'm being very real with you. I'm telling you. And if you finish it, it's good to balance that. Next slide, please. All right. Two things, and let this be my takeaway. Two things out of all of this. Number one is discipline. So I say discipline. A simple definition of discipline says that doing what you must when you have to do it, whether you feel like doing it or not. In discipline, you're doing what you have to do when you have to do it, whether you feel like doing it or not. Consistently is what you have to do, is doing it when you have to do that saving, whether you feel like saving or not. The second thing about discipline is consistency. And that is the simple quality of always showing up. Been there. Been there. The difference between a successful athlete and a poor one is their level of consistency. The reason CR7 is still performing at close to 30. Consistency. Go and check your life. Go and check the life of anybody that is successful. You go and check. You are seeing the life of somebody that is also yet disciplined. All right, let's go to the next slide as I start to round up. And so, in all of this, next question to say first. We are ready. So, what do we need to do now? So, in investment, like I told you, is next step after saving. Is the next big thing after saving. We need products that can help you. I'm talking about the money market. Money market is a market where money is traded. That's what it is. So you take your money, split you, and the inside money it is for you to accept that money the more you spend it. All right. Some people will not even take card on some accounts. I want to use for savings. You get what I'm saying? But that same money, instead of leaving it idle in your bank account, put it in the money market. And you get up to 3 to 4 times more returns on that same is your money that is sitting idle in your bank account. All right. So money market, you have a stable income, and all of these, in money market, you can start with as little as 10,000 naira. Like I've told you, you want to be disciplined monthly, consistently. You can start with as little as 10,000 naira and be consistent. It means that by the end of 1 year, you have your 120 already secured plus accrued interest. Let's give it on the average between 18 to 20%. So it means that at the end of the year, your 120 will have additional 20,000 thereabout. You get what I'm saying? And the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, the compounding effect of that saving, even you will be surprised. As a matter of fact, there was a day I asked somebody that said it doesn't have money. I said, go and check your bank account from January to December. Many of you are multimillionaires because of the money that enter your account. It's that the way they came in, you have done as full as your back doors. You can't have savings. You get what I'm saying? So, account, but we are just not properly assigning this money for returns. All right? So we have put money in dollars. If you put a long-term fund that can even give you 40 to 33% return in 1 year. So it means that you save 100,000. Let's just check 100,000, 100,000, go and sleep. In 1 year, that 100,000 can become 143,000 without doing anything. All right. Next slide. Okay, so beyond the normal money market, it's also happy that want to do stocks or shares. Some people say, I will never buy shares again in my life. Because of in 2008. Because of what happened in 2008. And when COVID came to Nigeria, people died, right? When it came to Nigeria, people died. But during that same period, some people became millionaires. It depends on what you are seeing. You are either seeing the challenges or you are seeing the opportunities. There will always be issues. Let's move on. So let's do a quick, go on. And then, of course, the third one is trust. And I think it's also important. Let me quickly talk about trust as I start to round off. So trust is how you plan your total assets and liability to become transgenerational for you. You want to plan all your everything you put in a single bucket and allow someone to manage for you. We have our private trust, we have, of course, we have the corporate trust and the public trust. And so we have children that are abroad. We want even the trustee to manage their school fees payment and to get returns on the money. So that even you yourself, you say, I don't have money. It's the trustee that is paying me. Anybody comes to you and say, I don't have money. Go to my trustee. And they are not talking to individual, they are not talking to a company. Some people living abroad, they have been sending money to their brother and sister to build house for them. People they will not show them express road instead of the building. So we are dealing with when people trust their company and they are reputable. Next slide. Go to this slide as I go. For example, assuming in January 2025, you bought the shares of these companies of 100,000 naira, 100,000 naira worth of shares. By now, 100,000 shares Better Glass will have become 784,000. You bought anywhere, it's at 353,000. If you buy Unilag, it will have become 464,000. TBA, it will have become 126,000. If you bought Zenith, it will have become 135,000. But you have left it in your savings account, it will have remained. Next slide. Some of you know us as UBA Capital. I mean, we are more than 61 years, so we are not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, we enter any UBA branch, we have United Capital there. We have branches across the country, and sometimes we also operate through UBA. So we are not going to and disappear like CBEX, we are here, so you can trace us. And we've been doing this for more than 61 years, and of course, we are still here to do more. Next slide. I think about some of all these our products, our investment products, wealth, trustee. Myself and my colleagues will be around for those who have questions and clarification on each of this and all of this can help. And of course, we have a digital bank. We are also the only capital bank in Nigeria that is present in the WAMO region. Outside of Nigeria, 8 countries in Africa. We are the only investment banking outfit that's doing that today in Nigeria. Next slide. As I begin to round off, this is actually my next slide. So how do you start right now? This is also behind. You can see this QR code is also here. You can simply scan it now and start your investment journey today. Like I told you can start with a virtual of 10,000 naira. You can start with 1 million naira, but your return is guaranteed. Only you look at your money. On your money, you see the interest that your money on that day. So if you save 1,000 naira today, I think you grow 1,000 could have become 10,100. I mean, the example that the 10 I gave you in the beginning might not make sense, but your consistency shows the report, shows the results over time. Thank you very much for having us. We are available to take questions, if any. Thank you.
Another round of applause for me, please. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Oluremi Tinubu, for that insightful and impactful lecture. Most of us are not aware of some things that have to do with finance. Sir, thank you very much. From what you have discussed so far, I'm so pleased with the real estate asset and liability. Anything that puts money into your pocket is worth. Anything that puts money out of your pocket is worth. Your side is asset. No, I am talking to the men. Your side chick is Hold on. It's okay. Stand statistics. Your wife is an asset. I am talking to the men. I will ask you your question. The men are we? I don't answer the question. All right. Now listen. Okay. It's like we are confused. For the reason an answer. If you have questions, just signify your hand. So that will throw if our wife are asset or liability. Then if a side chick is an asset or liability. All right, questions. 1, 2. Thank you, sir. It's time for question and answer. All right, Mrs. Sorry, the woman at please introduce yourself, your name, the departments, and tell us whether it's an asset or liability. Thank you.
Morning to everyone. My name is Ms. Afolayan from the Department of Cell Biology and Genetics, Faculty of Life Science. I have a question regards to one thing that you mentioned. I want to ask about this equity, because you mentioned about investing on equity. I just wanted to understand more about that in terms of when is it the benefits? Is it yearly, is it monthly range or yearly range? And because like you cited, one is 40%. I just wanted to know about that. And what is minimum deficit? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. My name is Afolabi Akinola. I'm from Communication Unit of the University of Lagos. Firstly, let me appreciate the Registrar of the University of Lagos for this wonderful event. Because many of us and many people in this system might not even having the number of years involved again, but I think the lesson is still good. Based on the recent advertisement, I think this kind of lecture is also good for people that are just coming in. So that, because a mistake made twice is a decision. So based on the lecture delivered today, we are journalists, our own is to interrogate. It will also not be fair enough to just answer, ask questions without also looking at this very paper. I'm sure we are all non-teaching here. If this delivery is coming to teaching staff, because the bottom of the argument is that for saving for to even excel, multiple income is important. Majority of all of us in this gathering, single income. Single income. So that's where I'm drawing mine. So, sir, for us in this side of the story, how do we make more money beyond the number of hours in terms of natural endowment we have? So please, could you please be of help so that the kind of endowment we have can be of justice to us, so that at the end of the day, we can have multiple incomes beyond salary so that we can excel. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other question? Okay, the last person.
My name is Veronica Akos. I'm in fact Dean's Office, Faculty of Pharmacy. I want to thank the registrar for this opportunity. God bless you, ma. My question is based on professional advice for our facilitator. The last slide you showed, I know you were rushing it. Please, we want your professional advice on those other investments that you displayed. Thank you. And if we can have an email of what you have given today on our mails, maybe the soft copy. Thank you.
All right, sir. You own the floor.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. So from the first question, equity. So let me first of all say, because of time, I will have gone into that. Anybody that wants to invest, I always ask them a number of questions because it's not one size fits all. All right. Number one is, what is your plan? What's your investment plan? What exactly do you want to achieve with investment? All right, that would decide. That's number one. Number two, how good are you now? And why this is important is that the younger ones can take more risk. The closer you are to retirement, the safer you should be with your investment options. And the reason, not far-fetched. So, for example, if I see elderly people, I want to give them an investment instrument that will not give them headache at all. I'll talk more about the money market. The return is not as high as equity or securities, but same with the rest of mind. All right. So when you do, you can't. So money market. Let me just use money market to explain. Money market, your money, your capital is secured. Nothing happens to your money. The return is low. Like I said, it is usually on the 40s of the market. It's been hovering between 17 to 22. I think the best we've seen this year is about 23, 24. Yeah. Meanwhile, equity has gone up 7%. However, for money market, it's just 2 weeks. You can start with 10,000. After 2 weeks, you can start withdrawing your money or adding to it, or you can play around with this closer to your savings account. Equity is a long-term investment. The lowest, the shortest time you want to do equity is 1 year for you to enjoy the full benefits. Although we say we can after 3 months, 1 quarter, you can withdraw from it, but for you to get from it, you need to plan for at least 1 year, because some of the first things that determine the rate of equity is actually the stock market. And so it means then that when security market is going low, and when going low does not mean it's bad. It just means that some people are taking profits. It might happen when companies, because this thing, you are buying a part or portion of a company. So a company might be planning to, for example, CBN has said that there's going to be recapitalization, and then immediately after, the prices of banks shares started rising, because the more when what's the right word now in economics? The higher the price, the lower the demand, and the higher the demand, the higher the price. So when more people buy the prices go up. Buy the stock rather, the prices go up. So if you want to do equity, it has a return, but you have to be patient, plan that you want to put this money away for 1 year to get the best of the return. For money market, in 1 month, every day, in fact, from the next day, 24 hours after putting your money, you start seeing your interest. When you start with equity, the money can actually drop, because, like I said, it's decided by the forces of the market. Okay, so it's good if you are planning for long term, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and you get every year you get your returns. All right. So that is that for equity. But person ask that question, we are also available to take further question. How do I make multiple income? The second question from the gentleman there. Yes, I agree with you. And which was one of the things I said throughout the presentation. Put your money where it will work for you. All right. It's not so much about he's giving me 100%. I'm sorry. Let me use this example. We're in an organization last week in Abuja. I was with them with the HR about 3 weeks ago, and they told me, I told them about the investment. We're supposed to have this similar session with them, and someone walked in while I was with the director of human resources, and he told me that, look, all this one, he said, 43%, 20%, it's too low now. I said, which one are you doing? He said, this is what we are doing. I'm getting 100%. Immediately, I told the chairman, I said, this man is going to lose his money. So I said, there is no, I cannot see any instrument that will give you this return in one month. He said, no. So he will show me. So we are tracking it. God is my witness. We were there Abuja last week, right, Emmanuel? The chairman there the director was one that came to me, said, that you are telling me. Said the system has gone down. They can't sell their money again. He was telling me this one of them put 300,000, another 250, another all gone. And sincerely, it continues to happen. It continues to happen because, so like I said, be patient is a matter of time. So put your money, be disciplined, be patient, and let the return. 20% sincerely is better than 8, whichever way you want to explain it. And that one is official, is guaranteed. You are seeing your money every day. As soon as you register today, your money today, tomorrow, check your app. It's called Invest Now on the store. You can go to Google Store, iOS, you see Invest Now. As soon as you register with this link, you get from the QR code, go and download your app. Every day, you see your money guaranteed, and you see the return on your money drop every day. The other one that Madam also asked about, other streams of income. Let's take it one-on-one because of time. But like I said, we are here. I think we are up to 5 or 6 here. You can approach any one of us. We can show you all other options. So, see, I've told you shares make sense, but you have to know the shares you are buying, and you have to know when to buy and when to sell. Those are the things. All right. I've bought shares this year that within 2 months, I've made 137% return within 2 months. So think about it. It means then that if I bought that share for 10 million, it means that in less than 2 months, my 10 million is about 25 million. You understand? But I know companies, I know what they are buying, I know what they are investing in, and I know my returns. And at the same time, I know when to buy and when to sell. You get what I'm saying? But this one, you know, is official. If anything goes on, the news is all over. Federal government made a simple statement about the reform of the insurance industry. And immediately we knew that insurance shares would go up. They were low, but that was the best time to buy. So I bought, and in a matter of months, everything went up. And when I was satisfied with my own goal, that's why I said you cannot use my own clock to do your own running. When I was satisfied, some people will be waiting for other things. I know what I'm looking for. I knew when I was going out, I sold. All right. Some people, as soon as they're going to declare their report, financial report, it also tells you that because if the financial report is good, they'll give dividend. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody told me he lost over 100 million naira in 2008. All right. But I saw him 2 months ago. He told me that he wants to buy shares. I said, why? He said he bought a particular bank and he got a dividend of 43 million. Dividend, not the investment. So he said, I want to buy more. So like I said, you are either looking for opportunity or you are looking for challenges. The one you focus on is the one you will get. All right. But it's good to be informed. It's good to know, and it's good to take the right decision at the right time. More importantly, it's good to be consistent. Thank you very much. I think I've answered the question.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Oluremi Gabriel. Another round of applause for you, please. We are well on the left this morning. Sir, the question I asked, I will see you after. You remember we mentioned if our wife are asset or liability. There was a chorus answer, asset or liability. Ask yourself when you get to ask madam, are you an asset or liability? Tell her she's an asset so that you keep eating. Thank you very much. So let me give you some information before we round up. We have the medical outreach at the sports center. But first, we want to check our vitals, numbers, like BP, sugar level, you have JD or otherwise. Sports center, you want to know if you are medically fit, sports center. And the sporting activities will also take place at the sports center. Let us enjoy these activities shortly after we finish. Then we enjoy it together. Tomorrow is the 3. There'll be an information on that before we round up our discussion. Thank you very much once again. We shall take the vote of thanks taken by the vice chairman of the committee. All right.
We want to avoid the time. Once we are done, all Mr. Onusi, some members of the committee should be there. Some will be here. Everybody will go out through this way. They have food for us. Please don't let us behave like here today. Don't let us start calling those who are in their offices to come and take food. So as we are finding out they're collecting their food, don't let us embarrass ourselves. And then before then, we will remain here and take good photographs. because our photographs will speak next year. You understand? So I want as many pictures as possible so that we can put it in our record for next year. Please wait for the group photographs, and then when it is time, committee members should be here. They are not there, so that we can ensure there's orderliness. We file out, collect our food, please. We have enough. We have more than enough. Thank you. We have more than enough thanks to United Capital. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I will see. All we have to say is thank you, Lord. On that note, I want to thank our new professor, Mrs. Thank you for putting this together. The vision is there. We continue to support the vision and to go higher and higher. I want to thank our guest speaker today, Mr. Tunolu Gabriel. If I put Butu, money is coming in left and right. Well, thank you for this wonderful presentation today. And I'm sure it's one of the things that will help us to get multiple income and God grace. I want to thank my shaman, our mama.
Colleagues, please keep quiet. Keep quiet, please. Keep quiet. Keep quiet, please, 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 please. Let's end it on a professional note, please. Yeah. I've been doing so well. Let's end it on a professional. Only the planning committee members are supposed to be standing up or moving about right now. Thank you. Why?
That's right. We have been participating. Therefore, we are organized people. And we must locate that. That's why we are here. Thank you very much for that lecture. Mr. Aduremi Tunolu Gabriel. Thank you very much. I want to thank United Capital too, for your support, all you are doing, and everybody. I thank my chairman, our mama, Madam and Mrs. Aderonke Akiwaju is leading us. We will not fall in the mighty name of Jesus. I want to sincerely thank every one of you because you have made it day. Because of you, this is a success. Give yourself that. On that note, I thank everyone, the media, all those who have supported us. Thank you. And we say thank you. Thank you. Another round of applause for Mr. Kaldu. Don't forget to scan this on your phone. I'm talking about those who are using Android phone. If you use press light phone, it's not applicable to you. Android phone, yes. Scan this immediately. It's speaking to plan now. Thank you very much. We are putting on actual. Okay, they don't call it Ankara again. Fine, we are putting on our word. Ankara. Thank you so much. I want to see this opportunity. Hello. Thank you so much. Our colleagues for this occasion. Thank you for this person. Also, have to yeah. All right, shall we rise?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland.
flag anthem. Thank you very much.
Wait.
Please let us sit down. It's after you photograph now. After we shoot, you take another emergency. Please sit down. Sit down. Initiation.